Hello, NFL fans, and welcome. We're going to get right to it. Week 15 NFL QBR ratings. We have a new number one. Prescott has been number one and QBR rating for 5 weeks in a row. See who comes out on top. All right, so we're going to start at number 10 in week 15 is Jared Goff. Detroit Lions lose on the road to the LA Rams. There's no shame in that. Rams are tough. Rams are especially tough at home. Goff was 25 of 41. He passed for 338 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's the fourth time this season Goff has thrown for three touchdowns or more, which is pretty impressive. Goff has a tremendous amount of weapons at his disposal. It's definitely a must-win for the Lions. They're 8-6, third place in the NFC North. They can't afford to lose any games. And Detroit are at home against the Steelers. So there you have it. Coming in at number 10 in week 15, Jared Goff with a 60.6 QBR rating. On to number 9, CJ Stroud. Comes up one spot from 10 to number 9 in week 15. Houston defeats the Cardinals 40-20. Stroud was 22 of 29 for 260 yards and 3 touchdowns. Twice this season, Stroud has thrown for multiple touchdowns. So the Houston Texans offense has been pretty bad. They're starting to pick it up. And with that defense, they're on a 6-game winning streak led by the number one defense in the NFL. And if this offense finally wakes up, Houston's a Super Bowl contender. And with that defense, anything's possible. Defense keeps the scores down and gives you a chance to win. They keep you in the game. So the Texans are 9-5 and they're home next week against the Raiders. On to number 8. Number 8 is no other than Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold comes in at number 8 in week 15 with a 62.5 QBR rating. He leads the Seahawks to a huge 38-37 victory over the Rams. This was a great game. If you didn't see it, man, what a great game. The Seahawks are in first place in the NFC West, and I honestly thought Sam threw this game away with the 2 interceptions. I felt like the Rams quarterback Stafford outplayed Darnold, but in the end, Seattle comes away with the victory. Darnold shows some guts by coming back after the turnovers and leading his team to a victory. He was 22 of 34, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. He also had 2 very important 2-point conversions. It was a great game. Seattle now have won 4 in a row, and they won 8 of 9. They're number 1 in the NFL in point differential, which means their defense is keeping their scores down, and Seattle is actually scoring points. They're a tough out, and especially at home, Seattle plays very well. If Sam Darnold can cut down on these turnovers, Seahawks coming at 10-3, they're on the road versus the Panthers. Both teams need these victories because the Panthers are chasing down the Tampa Bay Bucks, and Seattle is trying to keep in first place. Seattle has the Rams on their heels, and don't count out the San Francisco 49ers because they're right there also. Coming in at number 8, Sam Darnold with a 62.5 QBR rating. On to number 7. Number 7, I have Daniel Jones in at number 7. I really feel bad for the way the season ended for him. This will be the last week he's in the top 10, but I had to put him in there. Jones was in the top 10 consistently throughout this year. He played really well. Now the question is, does he re-sign with the Colts, or do the Colts move on? Jones also, you got to factor in his injury history has to be factored in. You know, I really feel bad the way the season ended for him. And right now the Colts have a backup. Philip Rivers is the backup. And I don't know how that's going to go. But out of respect, I put Daniel Jones one last time in the top 10. But he is out for the year. So moving on. Number 6, Superman. Josh Allen comes in he remains at number 6 in week 15. And the Bills got a huge, huge road win. They defeat the Patriots 35-31. Allen was 19 of 28 for 193 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Bills rallied down 21 points to get the win. You're up by 21 points at home. You got to win that game. Like I said, huge divisional wins, and the Bills are just showing the Patriots they're not going to go away. If they're going to win this division, they're going to have to earn it. And big up for the Bills for showing some moxie there. My biggest concern about the Bills is that defense. They cannot stop the run. They're like 28th or 29th in the NFL at stopping the run. So that's a big concern for the Bills. But Josh Allen pulls it out. The Bills, 10-4, are on the road against the Browns, the 3-11 Browns next week. So Bills should get that win too. So Josh Allen comes in at number 6 with a 66.4 QBR rating. On to number five, Patrick Mahomes. This is the last time Patrick Mahomes will be in the QBR rated top 10. He is out for the season with an ACL. The Chiefs lose again at home to the LA Chargers, 16-13. Kansas City, I mean, they're losing home games. They're 5-3 this year at home. You would expect them to have a better record. Like I said, Mahomes was knocked out. He was 16 of 28 for 189 yards, one INT. Chiefs are done. No playoffs for them this year, and they are next week on the road versus the 2-11 Titans with backup Gardner Minshew. Hopefully, Mahomes can get well and be back for next year. On to number 4. Number 4 is Matthew Stafford. I personally think he is playing the quarterback position at an elite level. He comes in at number 4 in week 15 with a 69.7 QBR rating. The Rams lose a heartbreaker, 38-37 in overtime to the Seahawks. I thought the Rams had this game in the bag. Matt was 29 of 49 for 457 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no INTs. I think he outplayed Darnold, but Darnold showed some moxie, bringing his team back to get the victory. Now, Matt has 37 touchdowns and only 5 INTs. He leads the top 10 in touchdown passes with 37 and also has the least amount of interceptions. So he takes care of the ball. Not only that, the Rams are they getting elite quarterback play and they have an elite defense. Matt has an 8-game winning streak of throwing multiple touchdowns. The Rams need help to win the division. Now they're chasing the Seahawks, but they also have the 49ers lurking. So what a division. I mean, that division is stacked with great teams. So the second place Rams, 11-4, are on the road versus the Falcons. And Falcons can play well at home. They're tough at home. So Rams got to look out for that. But coming in at number 4 in week 15 with a 69.7 QBR rating, Matt Stafford. Moving on to number 3. Number 3 is Drake Maye. Remains at number 3 in week 15. Maye continues to be the most accurate passer in the NFL, coming in with a completion rating of almost 71%. The Pats lose a tough divisional game to the Patriots. I think the Patriots thought they had this one in the bag. They had the 10-11 game win streak, and they got up by 21 points, and I think they're relaxed. They're going to learn from this. Maye was 14 of 23 for 155 yards, no touchdowns and no INTs. He rushed for 43 yards on 4 carries and had 2 touchdown runs. So the 11-3 Pats are on the road versus the Ravens. This should be a good one because the Pats need the game, and so do the Ravens. The Ravens are chasing the Steelers, so must win for both teams. All right, moving on to number 2. Number 2, Dak Prescott finally falls from number 1 after 5 weeks at number 1. So the Cowboys lose at home to the Vikings 34-26. I figured the Cowboys would have a better showing at home, needing the game. The defense doesn't show up. Dak was 23 of 38. He had 294 yards, no touchdowns, and no INTs. The playoff hopes end with this home loss. In terms of Dak Prescott, he was in the top. I mean, for the past 5 weeks, he was number 1 in QBR rating. He right now leads the top 10 in completions. He leads them in attempts, passing attempts, yards, and yards per game. So Dak Prescott is doing his job, but Cowboys have to play better as a team. It's a team game, and regardless of how well your quarterback plays, if your special teams is not playing up to snuff and your defense can't stop the run, then It's a team game. So Cowboys 6-7-1. They are home to take on the Chargers, the 10-4 Chargers. So moving on to number one. So Dak Prescott has fallen out from the top of the mountain. Coming in at number one, we have a new number one in week 15, and it is no other than Jordan Love comes in. He moves up from number two to number one in week 15 with a 73.8 QBR rating. The Packers lose on the road to the Broncos 34-26. Love was 24-40, 276 yards, one touchdown, and two INTs. In this game, they lose Micah Parsons. He's out for the season with an Achilles. Now, the question is, how does this loss affect the defense? Now, the Packers have one of the better defenses in the NFL, but when you lose a guy like Micah Parsons, it affects the entire defense. So that's going to be the key right now, is how well does this Packer defense respond? And if Jordan Love can continue to do the things he's doing, I think the Packers should be okay. But they have a huge divisional game coming up against the hot Bears. The Bears are very hot. They're coming in. This is a big game, and this is for first place. So we will see how Jordan Love performs in his first week at number one. So there you have the top 10 QBR rated quarterbacks for week 15. Guys, continue to watch. Continue to put your comments in there. I appreciate you guys looking, and please subscribe. All right. Thank you. Peace.